All right, this is Buckos Math GED practice test number 1, question 16. We are trying to find the volume of this square-based pyramid. And you need the height of it, not the slant height. Slant height would be on the side. That's different than the actual height of the object, which is that dotted line there. And we could use a formula. Now remember, on the GED test, you don't have to memorize these formulas. You've got a drop-down menu and the formulas will show up, but you got to remember it's a square-based pyramid. Okay, you got to remember the name of it so you can look it up. I use a generic formula for this. Volume equals big B, area of the base, squared, times the height, divided by 3. Something kind of interesting, if you turn this into a prism with the exact same dimensions, a base 10 by 10 and a height of 14, but made it a prism, kind of like a stick of butter shape, and you cut a hole in the corner of this, and you cut a hole in the corner of the prism, and you fill this up with water, and I've actually done this, it's really kind of cool. And you fill that up with water, it will take exactly 3 of those to fill up the prism of the same dimensions. It's kind of cool. So what you do on this, and a student brought this up to me, that whenever you see a point on a volumetric shape, like a cone or a pyramid, where it's got a point, call it the pointy rule. You take the same formula that you use for like a cylinder or a prism, and you divide it by 3. And that's what we did here, because we have the pointy rule. The point being right here, this apex. Okay? So now it's a matter, once you get the formula down, don't let this stuff intimidate you. It's easy. All you got to do is plug it in, baby. All right? Plug it in when you see the stuff. Big B is the area of the base. This times that, so it'd be 10 centimeters times 10 centimeters times the height, which would be this guy right here. Remember, if there's no sign in here, that means multiply. Don't forget that. All that divided by 3. And notice there's no units on that 3. There's no centimeters or anything. There's no units on it. If there were, they'd make it totally wrong. And centimeters times centimeters is centimeters cubed. Which is important, because on these answers that I gave you, or that are listed, there's a centimeter squared. It can't happen, because that's an area. And this, we're trying to find a volume. So you might as well just eliminate from the A from the get-go. Because it's an area and we need a volume. So one of these guys is our baby with a cm cubed. All right. So 10 times 10 is 100 times 14 is 1400, or 1400, whichever. I like 10 times 10 is 100 times 14 is 1400 divided by 3. And you get to use a calculator on this part of the test. You'll have a drop-down menu for that, and you pull up your calculator and you go 1400 divided by 3 equals, and we get a repeating decimal. You get 466.6666 forever. And 0.666 forever is 2/3, same thing. And since it's above 5, we round it up, so 0.666 rounds to 0.7. So it's approximately 466.7 centimeters cubed. This guy right there. Bam.